Hey everybody, Dr. Toby Potter, the Unshakable Investor. I'm here to talk to you today about the secret gold mine of off market and the value that you can have when you have the right secrets, the right recipe creates the right dessert. So let's talk about this. Off market deals coming into your inbox. This is what's so powerful. When you have the right system and the right tools, you're getting hundreds of deals coming into your inbox every day, and you're the first one to see these deals. Here's what is a disaster. If you are one of those individuals that's on a wholesaler's email list, you're getting hundreds of deals along with 100 other people. So this is not really off market because this is a database of properties being shared with a database of buyers. So you're still competing. And I want you to understand that. When I talk to our clients and I talk to our students, I'm like, well, Toby, I work with wholesalers. I'm like, yeah, you and 1,000 other people. Do you not think if your wholesaler's any good, you're the only one he's making that offering that property to? You're not. So therefore, now you have to realize and understand because you're one of many, it now becomes another bidding war. And if the property is sweet, if the deal is sweet, you're going to get outbid and it's no longer going to be sweet. Wouldn't it be more empowering if you got those same deals without your wholesaler? In fact, you got them before he got them. And what if you reverse that role? You now have them and you're giving them and selling them to him for him to resell them. See, that's the secret. Being able to have deals coming to you, finding deals that nobody else is seeing, wrapping them up, taking control of them, and deciding, do I want to do this myself or do I want to wholesale it out? This gives you so many more options. Right now, you're still competing with every other investor on the market. And so you have to understand if you are hooked up into a network, if you're hooked up into a group of wholesalers, every deal you're getting is no different than every deal that's listed on Zillow, MLS, Redfin, all those. It's the same thing. It's just a different portal that everybody has access to. You want to remove all that. You want to be under the radar. You want to be able to find in those deals that nobody else has seen yet. Stop emailing wholesalers and start pulling your own list. I'm going to tell you there's 4 major categories that you need to be pulling lists from that we will show you exactly how to do it, how I've done it, how my students have done it, and how they've grown immensely in the real estate career. Number 1, probate filings. Number 2, pre-foreclosures. Huge. Number 3, vacant investment owned properties. When an investor, understand this. I want you to just let this soak in. See, we look at distressed properties, but more importantly, you need to find distressed sellers. That's where the rubber meets the road. When you have a property and the seller says, I want out, I'm done, I'm fed up, they become desperate. They become your newest best friend. Vacant investor owned properties. I'm an investor. I own an asset who's making me no money. Therefore, it's no longer an asset, it's a liability. And you never invest in something that becomes a liability. I'm never going to buy a stock who starts costing me money. That's a liability. When you invest in real estate, you invest with the mindset it's an asset. But the minute it starts costing you money, you start losing money, it now becomes a liability. And savvy investors become fed up investors. They become desperate. They become distressed. They become your best friend. Inherited properties, almost the same deal. I get something dumped on me because a family member passed away in another state. 97% of the time, those family members have no understanding of real estate. They're not investors. They're not real estate gurus. They just inherited a liability that they don't want to deal with. These are the main 4 lists that you want to be pulling off market properties from, and we can show you exactly how to do that. See, when you find the 7 motivated seller types, you can determine exactly which one you want and how you go after them. Number 1, probate, inherited. A life situation happened, somebody died, and therefore now this property is a burden to them and they want out. Now they all if there's a multitude of family members, they have this mindset and idea that they all want a bunch of money, they're all going to get rich. Never happens. But you can start working with them to come up with a win-win. Number 2, pre-foreclosure. I'm about ready to lose my house as an investor or a homeowner. I got into a bad situation. I'm distressed. But I know that if I have a foreclosure on my credit, that stays with me for 7 to 10 years. And we want to convey that pain. We want to really go deep into that. Look, I understand this was you're emotionally attached to this house and you think that there's some fairy godmother that's going to save you at the last minute. But if they don't, and this hits the auction block, this is going to haunt you for the next 7 to 10 years. And I know right now you don't care. And I know right now that doesn't mean anything to you. But when the emotion is done, when the dust settles, 1 year, 2 years from now, and you're rebuilding your life, you get blessings poured upon you, and you have one thing still haunting you. That is this foreclosure. And this foreclosure stays with you for 7 to 10 years. You can't buy another primary residence. You can't buy real estate. Even as a hard money lender, we've been doing this for 30 years. We look at people who have had foreclosures in the last 5 to 7 years. If they've had one, they're done. So convey that to this seller. Convey to them you're trying to save them for future problems, trying to resolve a problem today, but more importantly, what's going to haunt them when all this emotion is gone, all this dust is settled, and that you want to look out for their best interest in a win-win. Explaining your why solves 99% of the problem, and it helps the seller to understand reality, not emotion. Tired landlords, retirement, liquidation, divorce, job relocations, financial distress, estates. These are the categories. These are 8 categories that allows you to pick the top 2 or 3 that you can get really confident and comfortable with and go after and hammer down. If they hesitate, if when you're talking to them and they hesitate on any of these 4 questions I'm getting ready to read to you, this is your walk away sign. See, you have to make sure, even though the property is distressed, the seller also has to be equally distressed. And they may not be there yet. It's okay. Be polite, be compassionate, be respectful, because if they remember you, if you make a strong, positive, emotional impression, they'll call you back. Number 1, why are you thinking about selling? Understand, maybe they're not thinking, maybe they're being forced to, okay? But understand, why is this property need to be sold? What would you do with the money if we could close this in the next 10 to 14 days? Paint the result, paint the future. Emphasize to them, not today, but tomorrow, what does that look like? Make sure they haven't already been burnt by somebody else. Have you talked to anybody else? Has anybody else made you lowball offers and then didn't perform or offend you? You have to understand their why so you can explain your why. And then, what do you owe on this? When if you're trying to negotiate a price and they're absolutely no, it may not be because they're trying to be greedy. They may owe more and they just can't release it at that price. When you understand these 4 things, if they're willing to be communicative, transparent, open to you on these, you now have a distressed seller and you can become their hero by creating a win-win. So fully understand that. Run every hidden market lead through our formula right here that I'm sharing with you today. The max allowable offer equals the after repair valuation, the ARV, times 70, 75% minus the rehab, minus the carrying cost. This gives you your profit. And if your profit isn't at least 20, 25%, it's a walk away. It has to be. Okay. Hidden market leads, qualified sellers. AI ran the math. Here's the deal that was bought. We bought it for $95,000. The after repair valuation was around $238 to $240. Our rehab ran about $57,000. We made a low ball offer, but we knew our max allowable offer, MAO, was around $95,000. Okay. We know where our parameters are. And when you run these numbers, when we finish this deal, this gave us about a $35,000 profit. This is the thing you need to understand. It has to be logical, has to be scientific, and zero, zero, zero emotion. It's the hardest thing. Investors get so tied up into the emotion, to the excitement, to all the windfall, and they lose sight of what might blindside them. Understand this. On Tuesday nights, we'll run hidden market workflows live. You will see how our system, how our tool works, how you'll be able to discern from 3 million properties in a database, off market, all the way down to the finite 20, 30, 40, 50 properties. Taken from 3 million in a county, narrowing it down to exactly probate, non-owner occupied, vacant, down to 1, 200, 10, 20, whatever it is, but zeroing that down to the most profitable off-market properties out there that we know the property is distressed. The next move is to see, is the seller distressed? 9 out of 10 times those completely in line. When they're vacant, when they're non-owner occupied, and they're at a probate, pre-foreclosure, whatever, the seller is distressed. They go hand in hand. It's like we say, your net worth is equally proportionate to your net work. Vacant, non-owner occupied, distressed properties equals distressed sellers. Okay? Stay with me. We run this every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Click a link right here below. Join and watch us transform your life in 60 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Toby Potter. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you on the next